Hey everybody, welcome to the Old Man Raging channel. Hope you're having a great day. We're going to be doing something a little bit different from the previous series that we were doing with Ragnarok. We're going to play Ragnarok again, but what we're going to do now is we're going to move over to hardcore mode. So let's just go and make sure that we've got our hardcore mode enabled. We do have it on. I have made a couple of adjustments. I've just dropped some of the XP multipliers, the Tame speed multiplier, and the weight. I dropped it down from I think from 5 to 4, just to kind of return it a little bit more towards vanilla, make it even more difficult. Not that I should be making things difficult for myself and just really encouraging raging, but nevertheless, here we go. We do have some active mods all set up. Got a couple of just basic improvements to help out with the playthrough, making sure the playthrough is not kind of lagging and taking a long time. Art can take a long time, especially in hardcore mode. So that's what we're going to do. We do have the Summer Bash in there just to, so I'm just going to delete this. We do have the Summer Bash enabled still to just help out a little bit with some of the chibis and some of the advantages of just speeding up flying a little bit. If we go do a little bit of harvesting for the dodos, but nevertheless, this is going to be difficult to do. I am going to be picking a difficult spot to kind of set up base, which I have to be very careful about, and really adds to the intensity of the hardcore, which is really what you're looking for. Hopefully, I don't have to restart a hardcore. I'll see how far we get down. If we get too far down into the hardcore series, I won't do a restart. But if I'm really early in the hardcore, I'll try again, and I'll delete the series and try again until we get at least established of a base. But I should be able to survive. But let's give it a shot. And we'll listen to the Summer Bash music. Plop, 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 plop. So, so really, I'm going to start in the same spot that I like. The previous series really talked about why I think this is the best starting spot in Ragnarok. And there's a couple of reasons too why I think this is a good spot. It's minimal on the exposure to the really at the beginning. I like voice 3, the warnings. Let's go ahead and play this. All right, so we want to be over here by the green ob. Okay, so this is really where we want to be. We want to come over into this green ob area here, right around this area here. It's really where we want to be. So usually we spawn around here and we come up and into there. Okay. Now the reason I try to get this space spot is because it doesn't have so much of the nagging creatures, especially with regards to getting started. Okay, so I'm going to see there's a party dodo right off the bat. So that is really what I want. So that is good. Where are we? We're way over. Let's see where we are. We're too far over here. It looks like the hardcore series is going to make us run. I really want to get it. Alright, so let's go ahead and start fixing basic components here. Okay. And oops, sorry. What we want to do is we want to do some crafting, and we want to craft this up here. The first thing what we're going to do is we do want health. Okay, so we want to build up our health. I know it's kind of contrary to what you're going to be building up, but in hardcore, it's health that you need the most of. Okay, we are going to get the ability to be able to, I don't know why I took a sleeping bag, because it's absolutely useless. That's really what I want, is sit here. I'm going to be fighting temperature pretty quick, but we do have an XP boost, so let's go ahead and we can craft this up. Okay, let's take this boy down. Let's see what kind of maybe we get an XP harvest increase on this garden title. Which is a little bit intense. Now, obviously, you know, this is not vanilla hardcore. I played vanilla hardcore before in a previous series. I'm just going to add a little bit of advantage here. So I do want to boost up my health. And what do we got here? We've got imprint boost. Sorry, that's not going to be helpful. Let's go take a look at what kind of parasaur we've got here. Hopefully it's a higher one. 55, that's not terrible, but it's... You do need a mount. I'm not going to be able to run around. I'm going to get cold. I'm going to get run out of food. There's going to be all kinds of problems. I need to get on the mounts because I can. I prefer the moss chops. Now I'm a little bit too close to the I'm too close to the blue ob, so I want to get the green ob, which I don't think is going to make it. I don't think it's going to make it. So, okay, so really, now what we want to do is we want that Pegamastics. Okay, let's see, what is it? 140. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so I'm going to follow that guy around. I do need something to help me out with my carry weight. He's not going to really help me defend anything, but he's going to help me with my carry weight, which is really going to be helpful. Okay, let's go get him to attack me again. Here we go. Come on, I'm going to need one more after this one. Oh, come on. You're going to bite me before you... There we go. And do one more. Now, normally, if I noticed that there was a spawn point a little closer to Green Ob, and I didn't get that. I probably should go there. Should have went there. So this might not be advantageous. Okay, you're gonna take my. You're gonna take my. Oh, that still wasn't enough. Ah. All right, here we go. He's gonna be on the next turn, and I may have to do a raft to get over there. I don't want to go into any of that stuff in there. That's nasty in there. And what's nasty about that is it's got lots of, Microraptors. It's got, the Ichthyosaurus. Things fly around. It's just really lots of raptors and things that are really problematic. Okay, so let's start moving some of this stuff. All right, so this is what helps for the not having to worry about filling up the weight at the beginning. All right, you just throw it all on the Pegamastics and we're all good to go. I could probably start running down this thing. There's another one there. I could use this guy to fight him off. That was a 55. That was a 55 Parasaur. Maybe I can knock it out. So let's just see what we got here. So. Let's add 2 in weight. We're gonna get some. We're gonna need some. Now, I really like to put things into stamina as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here. So we get some of our basic resource manufacturings. We do want a club. We want the spyglass as well. The bullet is definitely going to be something we need. So is the bow and the arrows. So that is good. The Parasaur saddle, we'll get it if we need it. So we need to make up some clubs. All right. Now there is a way to speed through the XP using the manufacturings of the cooking pots and stuff. There are some tricks and things like that. We're not going to focus on those right now so much. Let's get a little bit of stamina up, so we can outrun a little bit. I do need a spear, actually. So let's go ahead and get these clubs made up. So what do we need? We need fiber. Okay, so I think we have some. Let's go take a look at what we got in our resources here. Crafting. We can make up 2 clubs, yeah. Alright, and we need, I don't think we've got any protection here. Let's get that up. Let's get up 4 of these. Now I do hear a Pegomaster coming up. He stole what off of me? What did he steal off of me? Goddamn thing. What did he steal? Who knows what he stole? He didn't steal my club anyways, so that's good. Alright, actually let's put the clubs 1 and 2 in here. 6 is my slot that I use to interchange. So let's go ahead and let's pull this guy up. Now this is really just getting the travel mount here so that I don't have to run around and waste up all my food. Go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. 3 is not very good. I'd rather hit it for 6. It's going to run away, I think. Come on, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down, go down. Go down, go down, go down. Ah, shit. Okay. So I'm going to have to do another bola. Fucking thing. Pegomastics. See, that's why, see the Ichis and all that stuff? That's why I don't go here. Because it's nothing but a nuisance. So I've got to get to that. I've got to get to that Parasaur quickly before he gains back his torpor. He's over by the Pegomastics. God damn it. Come on, stay away from him. I'm only hitting for 3. Melee, it's got to get my melee up there. So, let's see if I can repair these. Ready to go in case I need them. Let's put a little bit of melee. Get out of the way, get out of the way, get out of the way. That fucking guy, I'm telling you. That guy! That Pegomaster is a pain in the ass. Can I get around here? Yes, I can. Oh, there's an Ichi now. They appear in the worst spots, the worst times. Oh, look at he's following me around. Oh, Pegomaster. I gotta make a spear up or something. Actually, you know what? I can bowl with him. Just mess him up. Let's try that. Let's try to get some. Let's see if we can make. I need. Actually, I need some flint first before I can do anything. Okay, let's take some. Let's get some spears made up. How many can I make of these? 4. Let's craft that and those. And 2 more of those. Okay, good. I do need a hatchet to harvest hide. So, what do I need here? I need food too. Now I'm starving. So let's go and bury it up here. And that's why I like the voice 3. Voice 3 always gives you an indicator that things are not going well. I find the other voices aren't as consistent as this one is. So I'm going to throw this one down right here. I'm going to add a little bit more melee just to help out a little bit. Okay, and I do have the spears, I think, so I'm going to put those, get everything all set up here. And I don't have any pants on. Why am I not wearing pants? Alright, so let's go take this Pegomastics out. Load things back up here. I'm going to boost weight on the Pegomastics that I'm carrying. let's go and food for this boy. And so what do we got here? Let's flip this on here. Right. And so I need to learn up the parasaur saddle. Alright, so things are going pretty good. Obviously we haven't really run into really bad scenarios yet. Fairly basic arc stuff. Really, you're not going to run into too much of a problem here. I do need some hide, that's for sure. Smithing paste, I'm going to need spike walls. There we go. And I might need some hide. Once I get a little, or some hide clothing, once I get up a little bit. Alright, so what do we want to do? We want to get this guy. He's going to need a significant amount of hide. So let's go and get our hide into our inventory so we can see what we're looking at. We're only got 2, so we're way off. And we've got lots of fiber, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, so we got 1,000 fiber, so we've got lots of fiber. Just let's take a quick look. What do we need here? We need wood, which is not a problem. Get that right away. It's hide that we need, which is like 80, right? Which is quite a bit. So we're gonna have to go kill some. All right. So what we're going to do is we're gonna put this guy over here, and we're gonna start going after some of these creatures here. Okay, make them neutral. Hopefully nothing's gonna come across. Now those itchies are really good for hide. But they're really dangerous, especially early game here. Okay, where is this Pegomastix? My boy. Oh, there's 2 of them. Why is there 2 of them? Oh, did he take my... Did you take my arrow? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Taking my arrows. Did he take my arrows? I think he did. Yeah, he did. God damn it. Alright, I gotta get him. Where is he? Where is he? That goddamn thing. So that's why I don't like being... So, I should have... That sounds like... a Bronto or a Diplo? There's a Bronto. Okay, so where is that Pego? Where the hell are you? I gotta find you because you have my arrows. Where are you? Where'd you go off to? I don't want to go too deep and attract something else. So he's around here somewhere. Just gotta find him. God damn it. Thing. Pain in the ass thing. Where to go? Where to go? There he is. Over there. Yeah, that's right. Oh, come on. I don't have a hatchet, that's right. Oh, no. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, that was a drag. Oh, I hear Ichi somewhere. Oh, there it is up there. Ah, get away, get away, get away. Now, I think I'm safe over here. No, it's going to fly over here. He'll be over here soon enough. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's go and make up the hatchet, which we can't with flint. All right. A little bit of thatch, and some wood. So let's go ahead and make up our hatchet. And where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There it is. We can make another couple of bolas. Yeah, we need a bunch of bolas. Because that's going to give us more hide. Now, it's kind of a little contrary that we're making all the bolas and using up our hide, but that's what we need to do. Okay, so let's get a little bit of melee damage going here, just to be a little bit more effective with our culling, or not culling, but our harvesting. Okay, so we can make a wooden raft, and then we can get ourselves on our way. All right, so that's good. So let's go ahead and get our raft made up. We need hide. We need lots of hide for a raft. So right now we're sitting at probably almost next to nothing for hide. All right, because we used it up for the bolas. All right, so we're gonna go on a bit of a harvesting run. Okay, and we're gonna get rid of our berries. I don't need the stems right now because I don't expect to run into any torpor draining creatures. Although I'm not in a good spot here, like location wise. I would have preferred to be more over towards Green Ob. I probably should have started over in the other beach, which is much better. There was a mistake start here, but it just makes it a little bit more difficult, that's all. Okay, so we're gonna pump up the weight in here, this bad boy. So I need another 100 for that. I just need hide. That's really what I need. So let's go hide hunting. What's around the corner here? I haven't been in this spawn spot before, so I don't really know. I know that there's probably definitely some. I would expect to see something, but not something like that. Now this is not a good spot. It's going to be difficult to get around that corner before I get my parasaur. So I got to get some hide for the parasaur and start swimming them around up the shore. Okay, so we're going to have to get somehow going to get some hide. There was a couple of dodos here, so this is kind of like a dodo spot. But what do we got up here? Is anything up here, right? Now, what I could take advantage of if I'm because I'm close to the Blue Ob, there are some tools that I can go get over there. Those boxes you break up and you get some tools. So there is some advantage to going over there and starting here. Maybe I should start to take advantage of that. Only problem is there's going to be some risk running over there. Okay, so running a bit of lag here, so we're going to fix some of that now. We're going to go rfog equals 0. We're going to go volumetric cloud equals 0. We're going to do grass rescale 0.5. And that just helps me with my performance. Okay. And pretty soon I'm going to have to go to gamma. Okay, I don't see anything around here, so let's go ahead and see if there's anything over here. Just grab some berries as I go. There's a dodo right there. Now we do have harvesting. Not really turned up a lot, but a little bit. Okay, so that was interesting because now we got a baby. So I can go get some meat. Some prime meat. If I run into a raptor or something I could possibly tame up quickly. There's some prime meat. What do we got here? This is 60, about the same. So we're not really worried about that. Although what we can do is get some good hide off of this boy here. All right, so we definitely have enough to make a saddle now, and because we got to get off about feet here. Let's see if we can craft up. What do we need now? We need some wood. Okay, so while we have some wood in our inventory, let's just grab some easy here. 78. And I think one more. Okay, here we go. So now we got a saddle for this boy. Alright, and let's see if we can craft them a saddle. There we go. Now this is not going to survive too much, but it will survive some of the, at least on the beach. Alright, so I'm going to increase its melee. Now, we've got movement speed enabled. I shouldn't really have it, and I'm not going to use it, because I don't want to. Typically, the vanilla doesn't do that, so I will refrain from doing that. So let's take off some of the important stuff here and put it in our Pego. Now, I don't want to put my fiber and my important things that I want to retain, that I'm going to lose. Okay, all this other stuff I can get this any time. I just want to make sure everything is fine. I do have 3 spears. I got 5 of those. We're all good. All right. I can take a quick journey over to Blue Op just quickly. Pick up some of my metal tools. I'm not going to get a pick, but I'm going to get a hatchet, spear. I'm going to get some. I'm going to get also the crossbows, which are very important for taming. Stay out of the way. Don't go for me. Now that sounded like a either a Lystro or a. Oh no, that's actually just Ow, I had it already equipped. Ah, that's crazy. Okay, alright. A bunch of dodos here. There's a parasaur. Stay away from that pig. Now, there is temptation to go up there. And I think I have to go to blue, but I'm going to run into some problems. What have we got? He stole his What did he steal? Now, I do have some prime unit left, which is not really, but you see it getting more dangerous, right? Because this frickin' guy where the danger is. What I can do is just reach there. Lots of high. The good thing about parasaur is that it doesn't eat all the hides. So I can use my hatchet to get the max high. Alright, so I'm gonna keep pumping into melee here. I'm at 193, so that is definitely enough to make a raft to get me. So, but what I need, just take a look at this. Maybe this is an opportunistic pterodon. It's high level, because I'm gonna need a pterodon with me. Oh, that's a high level. So I'm not going to be able to take him out with, it's a 150. I need trank arrows. Alright, so he's going to be in this area. Let's just get set up quickly with, make some quick trank arrows here. I think I do have the ability to make trank arrows. So let's boost up my health. Let's make sure we got the trank arrows, which I think we should be able to do now. Yes, we should. I want to get that. Additional clingy. Some priority items. Okay, I think that's it for now. Let's go ahead and make up a base here. And all I'm going to do is just throw down what I need. So we're going to go. I don't think there's anything in here. Alright, so we're going to go. Alright, and we're going to load this up here, and we're going to craft this. What do I need for that? I need some stone. Alright, so let's just start throwing everything in here. need some stone. Notice a little bit of stone here. Now that Ichi is going to be a problem. Now, the great thing about the newest Stengen, the baby, is that you're always looking for that opportunistic. Now there is an overraptor over there. If it was a baby, I'd be going after that overraptor in a second. Because you really don't need a very, any kind of really super high level overraptor. You just need a overraptor to help you with your eggs and stuff. Okay, so I want to be able to make that. And this frickin' thing is just not going away. I got to get out of here because he's going to really start wrecking me up bad. So I got to get on my parasaur. I thought this was a safe spot, but it ain't. I got to get rid of that fucking thing. Is annoying. That thing is a pain in the ass. Okay. Am I okay here? You know what? I probably should be down to the beach. Let's just go to the beach. What have we got over there? It's just that's where that parasaur was. Alright, there's another baby here. Another baby. I'm overweight. I could really be. Okay, so let's get this done here quickly here. So make that up. And we're gonna go with this down here. And we're going to actually make this easier. Try this again. Throwing that in the wrong spot. Doesn't matter. Okay, so we got some of those. We don't have any spoiled meat, so we got a bit of a problem. We have to wait probably 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 18 minutes. Oh, it's not gonna be right. Let's hope we get lucky here, and the meat that's in here is, still not gonna be a problem. Okay, so split half. Alright, so that's not going to happen for a while. Hopefully that pterodon is going to stay close by. We want to put this away. Let's go and manufacture our I think, do we have enough? What do we need here? We need fiber and wood, so I think we have it. Let's throw it all in here. Now, except for the berries, we'll put those in our here. And get everything out of the pigmastics. Everything has an injuries in him. Alright, so let's preserve some of this for the pterodon. And we're going to go with melee. We don't see any bad boys, but there's surely they're around here. Okay, that pterodon is fine. I need the meat. So the meat is going to be here. Here. 12 minutes. Okay, so what can I do in 12 minutes? I can make that raft. Alright. So this should be enough to make the raft. Alright, and what else I need? I probably need another couple bolas. Need definitely some arrows. That should be pretty good right there. I don't have to repair anything immediately right now because I'm going to go over and get those. Alright, so, I think we do have our raft now. Let's clean this up a little bit. 75. I think we're overloaded. What do we got? We don't need that. We don't need that. Now, this is going to be a problem here, because I don't think I can get the raft past this point here. I know from previous experience that... Okay, so let's get this all loaded up in here. I'm still overweight? Yeah, so let's go pump a little bit into weight here. A little bit into weight. Let's put some into stamina, so it needs to be at least 160 of stamina. One more in fortitude. Now I'm going to start pumping into health. So I'm just going to go over to the corner here and put my raft here. I should be able to get, I think, there on this corner there, I should be able to. So that's in place. Now just have me move around a little bit quicker. I'm going to look for some more of those party dinos. This one here. But it is a dodo, and I'm going to get some hide from it, which is always good. You need lots of hide in the game to saddle up my creatures. I should be moving around on this. I don't know why I'm not. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, that was a mistake of putting my meat inside here, because it's going to take a long time to spawn. Now I'm back up to 18 again. Oh, that wasn't good. Alright, that was stupid. Alright, what do we got here? Because I was running like an idiot. Okay, here we go. It's all got to go in here. Wait for 18 minutes for this to spoil. Okay, so I think, should we take a chance? I hear another Pegomastics. Another one. Another one. Goddamn thing. Now, usually, with the Pegomastics, I'm going to get some hide on it. I've got some good hide. So if I do find one, I'll kill it. I'll kill it, and what I'll do is I'll just leave it so it won't respawn again, because I don't want it respawning. Alright, so this is going to be fine here. Okay, so if I put this in here, is it going to be decent? Yes, it is. Okay, I do want that. So that is going to be, that's going to be much better at 11 minutes. Okay. I'm just going to come around the corner and see if I can get some of those boxes. I think there is some in there, up there, but I don't remember. So we got, let's hope that leaving this area, I don't despawn that pterodon, at least 150 purple pterodon, which is really nice. She does be able to pick that up. I want to get over to my green ops spot. Alright, it's kind of delay here, but this is fine. I'm building up some of the basics so that at least when I make my thumb rush up to the location that I need to go, I've got a little bit of strength and a little bit of resources to take with me. Now what I'll do is I'll take the Parasaur up there. He's not going to survive any kind of creature of any significance, but I can hop off and use him as a sacrifice. because there's lots of parasaurs all over the map, so there's not going to be a problem. I can afford to lose some. I'm going to have some tranks. I can trank them up real easy. We do have increased XP claiming, so it's not going to be too bad. Remember, we are hardcore, so what we're watching for is our food is starting to go down. What we're watching for is things that are going to really kill us, like heat, cold, that kind of stuff. So let's go on here. Here's some boxes right here. And what do we got here? Now they did do a bit of a nerf on this stuff. And let's see what they nerfed. Okay, so let's replace this. I'm going to replace the spears now with a pike. And I'm not really good at using shields, so I'm not going to really worry about this too much. They're just weight, and I don't want weight right now. Now there's a big box over here. I've never seen a big box. I wonder what's in there. Not much. I got start dumping some stuff here. Okay, I don't want the swords, because I prefer the swinging of this pike over the sword. I know the sword is better in some spots. I'll probably keep one, but I really typically never use it, so let's get rid of all of these. I'll keep one spare of everything. Okay, that's good there. And I'll take one more chop of this. Just get a little greedy here. What are these? Because these are giving me arrows too, right? Alright, so I'll dump these spears. Let's go and pick up. So let's just pick up one sword. Okay, and like I said, I'm just going to grab one spare of these. Although I could afford, these are going to grab a couple of them, because you have to build up some of those extra for doing bigger tames. They're great for until I can get at least a 120 or 130 crossbows, which I use for the gigas. I don't like to hit with the crossbows too high. Alright, so we grab a couple of each. That's probably all we need. I mean, I probably can get some more arrows, but they're really easy to make, so I'm not going to spend any more time here. I want to get back. And what do we got for our meat? Still got a bit to go. So let's go ahead. Let's get back to where the pterodon was, closer to our zone. So this is going to have to... Alright, so now I have some metal equipment. But I can make the smith gun. That's not a problem. I could make some metal stuff anyways. It's not a big deal, but you know, at this stage right now, because the wait is so long, really not necessary. But it just saves me crap. I mean, all that metal is going to be around one crystal metal. It just saves me having to do it. And I am waiting for that meat to spoil. So it's not a huge waste of time. Now, if I was a little bit more to the east, I mean, I need crystal, obviously. I'm not quite sure where the crystal's around here. I'll be saddling up a pterodon soon. Anyways, I just have to go and kill off some turtles. I should be able to do. Pop off and just inject me with leaves. 140. What is
is it? It's a 140 and a 150. Really good. Really good teardowns over here. Okay, this can't go very much farther than this. I'm going to pull this off. I'm going to harvest them. Not that it matters because there's so many of them on the roof here. Somewhere. Okay, I'm going to get a little bit more of my harvest stuff because I have a metal hatchet. Alright, I'm going to be back over here. There's the, that looks like that's the 150. No, the 150 was a blue one. I don't know what that one is up there. Because hopefully they weren't, hopefully the 150 didn't get shooed away. Oh, there it is. Okay, so we're good. Alright, I'm going to split all on this. Alright, and we're going to start dropping some of this stuff here. Everything else back up. I don't think they'll still need that. And we're going to be making these up soon. So they'll probably harvest a couple more berries. Let's go start harvesting some narcos. Make them a little bit more. I don't need very many, I just need a couple of them. I can knock that lid on it. Figure out some, because of the baby, just another nice advantage in that fine. Now I do have the harvesting so that you just hit it once and it harvests. I probably could make some additional adjustments to reduce the harvesting a little bit, but it's pretty close to vanilla. Maybe just a little touch, a little bit more, but not too much. Alright, so we do that. And in about 2 minutes or so. Let's see, 2 minutes. Yeah. We're gonna get our crank there. We're gonna take out that. What's this level guy? Now this is always a nice feature to have too as well. Not worth it. And the keratin that I get from that, taking him down, is so little. It's not worth it. Really, it's the turtles that you go after. Turtles are slow. They do less damage to you. You should really avoid them. I do. Okay, let's go ahead and start. Get some berries. I don't have a temperature problem yet, so that's not too bad. It is raining like it incessantly does in Ragnarok, which is probably the most annoying part of Ragnarok. It's supposed to get rid of those. Just clean up a little bit here, that's all. That's all we're doing is cleaning up. So we got extra storage supply. We're going to be picking up this anyway. We're not really running into a problem. Okay, just make sure we get these things off. And that will stay there. We'll be getting our spoiled meat soon, probably in about 30 seconds. Alright, so let's go ahead and pop this stuff over here. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have spoiled meat soon, and then we're gonna go after that carrot on and take it down. 1, 0, and here comes the spoiled meat. Alright. Taking our narcotics up, which is going to help our XP as well go up. bit of weight in there. We're gonna have to make a bum run. And we're gonna have to carry some stuff with us, and then we're gonna go with help, just to help us just kind of stave off the first attacks we're gonna get. Now we're gonna be carrying a pterodon in the air with us, which is gonna be a bit of a challenge because I don't want, you know, some of the Nazis like the Carnos and stuff like that to go after. Now what I might do is maybe I'll creep in and get a Carno first before I make the bum rush up there. But I usually like to make the bum rush up, but that is usually when I'm not on hardcore and I can afford to die and I got my stuff. Because I'm hardcore, I have to be very careful about what we do here. So, alright, so now we're going to be able to make up some narcotic, there's some crank barrels, and put them in this, and go after that. Where is it? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? In the air, on the ground, where'd you go? Both of these close to the shore. Doesn't look like it. What is that? Alright. Look at that. That really looks like a nice color. It's like 45 inches. Why are always the nicest little things? Always. Lowest. Where did you go? Is that over there? No. What is that anyway? It'd be nice to have a blue one, but right now I'm taking any pterodon I can get my hands on. Go back and get that 140 that was on the feed. Get the 140 over there. That was terrible. You know, it looked like he's not over. There's no danger where he is. Just gonna take him out. He's close to my raft. So why don't I do that? I missed it. Okay, he's a 140. Okay, let's go get our stuff. Move it over to here now. I would have liked to have that 152. It's nice, but 140 is not bad. I'll take that. I'll take out the 152 if I get a chance. Alright, so we're going to pick everything up. We're going to move. So we can guard a little bit because there is nasties over here. ride with me. Probably some fiber too. So just put a couple of these. Alright. Let's add just a little bit of weight, some few weeks of weight, and then the rest is fine. Now we're just going to start pumping it out. Alright, so that helps me. Probably just one more weight here. Now something has to come around here. Alright, get at this. And now all I have to do is heat them up. Just pump the meat into them now. Should be ready to go soon because we have the candy turned up. So where is the meat? Did I spoil all of it up? Alright, I have to get some. Oh, how convenient. How convenient. Oh, it's a 140? Actually, you know what? Do I need that light supposed to kind of speed up my thing? Yeah, 148. Don't want to get that up. So let's go ahead and try to get it going. I don't want to go too far away. Here. You're gonna get that blue Dota, or blue pterodon. I don't have any arrows if you're just stupid. Safe over here. I'm pretty happy with that. I can take this guy up now. Alright. Just got the meat into him. Now, I don't have any chitin left over. Ooh, just came it up. Okay, so we're all set. Let's get set up on here. I don't have any of my stuff. I don't need that much weight. What else? Here. You know what? Let's take this down to show you. There's a great YouTube video. I just want to just cover the down. So let's kind of make up a couple things here that we don't eat. All right. So what we're going to do is we need a thatch pillar. We need a thatch quarter wall. We need this. Sorry, we need the sign. We need a thatch quarter wall. We need a ceiling. Okay? Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to make up, we make a sign, thatch pillar, quarter wall, ceiling, and a base. Okay, that's what we need. Okay, so we're going to start off with the pillar. We're going to put the sign next. And we're going to put in the ceiling on number 2 by so everything else is fine. Make So basically what we do is we're going to disable the sail. Okay, we're going to look at, see this mark right here? This kind of dark mark on the graph. That's what we're looking for. So we're going to lay a pillar down just on the bottom of that, like that. Okay, you don't want to move. Right about there is about pretty good. Okay, then we want to hit 5, the sign down. Then we want to hit 6 for the pillar again. And what we want to do is we want to center it here, bring it down just a little bit above that line there. Just slightly, slightly down. Oh, we got to take out that. Take out that board. Oh, I don't have any. That's a very kidding me. It's part of the last taming of vehicles, which really doesn't matter. Where did you go? Alright. So once that's done, okay, you don't need the sign anymore, so you can pick up the sign. Thank you. Clear it all. Put everything on neutral. Aim up a little bit more for this guy. Where did you go? That frees this guy up to come down a little bit more to the beach. Alright, so now that I have that pillar up here, okay, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ceiling down now, my border wall, and my top. Okay, so I'm going to put my ceiling up, which is number 2. Bring my border wall down. Now this might not work first shot, we'll see. Okay, so just on the edge there like that, and then we want to put our base down. And it looks like we got it. Okay. We just want to click on it and make sure that we can mount onto our, so we're just going to demolish all this stuff. Get back some of our thatch. Demolish the... Alright, so now we've just dropped our floor down, and this just helps us. Okay, so we can put a, we can put a, stone or whatever it is all the way around there. This is nice drop floor. It's all perfect. Alright. So what I do want to do now is start to get some of my stuff moved onto the raft. So keep the wood for now. Move this. Some of my extra slots. Oh, I'm overweight probably. Okay, now the only problem with dropping these is that eventually once we fill all this up, I'm going to have to get a couple of ramps down on the outside of them in order to get back onto this. But this is really temporary. I'm going to be discarding this and really not going to do it. So let's just put this over here. Let's break the slide here if I can. Having some trouble with food. So let's eat something up here before I starve to death. This is the importance of being able to build up your health in case you forget about some of this stuff. You don't want to be suffering through this. Okay, so we do want to start pumping our health. Let's not worry about that right now. We've got our pterodon ready to go. We might be able to have this follow us up onto the raft. So let's make this raft a little So that's good there. He's on the raft. This is on the raft. And we're ready to go now. So let's just make sure that these are manufacturing up our gear. And we don't need this anymore, so let's put this down. Resources. So all right. The slots there. We do want to take our grinding out of here, put it in the air source so it stays a little longer. I probably should be moving up some of the key stuff now. Go ahead. You should put everything down. So, all right. So let's go through the basics of the. I just do all these smells. Down here, just kind of clean through all of this stuff. I don't need a bed because I'm hardcore. I die. There's stimulant there. What do I need? I could probably afford to make some hide pants and stuff now. It's not really cold. Pick it up in a drop anyway, so it's really not worth it. But nevertheless, I do need this. I need a feeding trough. Preserving bin is probably one of the most important ones at the beginning, to be able to store stuff. I've got the smithy. I've got parachute I need for flying, because I'm going to be on the parasaur soon. I need my stone foundation. I need my walls. I need my ceilings. I need the sledge for trapping. I need a stone triangle for the griffin. I need crossbow for repair. I need a pillar for sure. I need a ladder as well. You'll see, or you've seen in my previous videos, what else do I need here? Pike. Probably going to pick one up, but not worry about that right now. Stone gateway, I can use that for my trap, as well as the gate. I'm 106, so I got to be mindful of what I need. I do need the stone quarter railing. I do need the triangle roof. Griffin. I do need, what do we got here? Bear trap, I do need. Okay, and I'm gonna need some other stuff as I go. I need the long net rifle, not quite yet, so let's not worry about that one right now. I do need the ghillie. So I'm not gonna be able to get all of it here, but I'll get it on the next round. Okay, so let's go get some more points thrown in here. And that should be able to get me plus my ghillie outfit. Okay. I do need a beer barrel. A large box of beer barrels, rubies, and I need the water jar. Where's the water jar? Start making a beer for the Diamontheriums. It takes a long time, especially on single player, so it's best to get that started early. Even though I don't really particularly need it for a while yet, I have to get much more before I start to do that. But nevertheless, let's get it in place anyways. want to double check because I think I did miss some resources. We got the cemented paste, we got this gunpowder, we got the bug repellent, and I just want to double check. I just want to double check the stimulant. I got that already. So I got all the key resources. So we're all good. All right, so let's go get ready and get started here. So, all right, forget about this portal right here. Look at, I lost all the tin in the quick one. So what are we at now? 99? Okay, I better pay attention to this. Get gabbing away there, kind of forget. So I just want to double check my mastics, make sure he's not carrying in gear. I think he is. Oh, no, I got it. I emptied him out already, so I need to have the weight available in case I get over encumbered. Okay. Now let's take a look at what we're looking at here. 375 damage, not bad. Weight or health, really bad. Melee is very good. Weight is kind of not good. It's your standard paradigm. Use this. Now I prefer actually to go for the Pelagornis, and I really should show you a really nice way to trap Pelagornis. Maybe I think I will go for that. We'll see as we're going across, as we head across with the raft, if you come across a Pelagornis, to show you. Now, actually, we're running into a bit. Gonna have to build some more thatch. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go build some more foundational pieces. Go down in here to get this spread out a little bit because this is a little bit too. Alright, so let's put the berries in this boy up here. And let's go with this. Yeah, let's use thatch because we're really not going to be... Actually, you know what? We could pick this up and use it. So let's start to go with some of the wood here. Let's go with 6 of them. Because we're going to need them for our base. I don't think we need 6. Actually, you know what? Let's go with... Let's start making stone. Why the hell are we even thinking about that? Let's make stone. Absolutely. Throw a couple of wood down since you've already made them up. And let's go with stone. Now, with this raft sign, I can't go out any farther. So let's just go put this around here. Okay, so that means that I should be able to just move them over into the corner here out of the way. No, I think they're out of the way right now. They're where I'm driving. So that's what we do. So what we could do is we could do a couple of ceilings. We are going to need those, so let's do a couple of stone ceilings. Let's see if we can get a couple of stone ceilings. I guess we can. So let's go put this stuff back. Oh, wait a minute. And let's go get make sure we get this guy before I lose all retaining effectiveness. Where do you go again? Where'd you go? Alright, I can't see him. So I have to go into marking him. He's already marked. So no, he's not actually. So the game, this is a bit of a glitch for the game, so let's just go ahead and go into in progress, teams in progress. Okay, so let's unmark him and mark him again, and let's find him. Where is he? Where'd he go? Why is it so hard to find him? Because he's losing effectiveness, but it doesn't matter. Oh, I hear that frickin' thing again. Where is it? There it is. Sure enough. Getting closer and closer. Gonna start dive bombing me. Okay, let's go and ping this guy up. Now, I don't know why I'm taming this Lystrus, because I don't have any cryos. I'm not going to be able to bring him with me. So, although where I'm going to be going, there isn't very many of them. So, it's good to have one that I can go come later on, pick up with the Parasaur or Pterodon and transport him to where I need to transport him. So he will help kind of speed through some of my tame. So it's not a terrible, it's kind of a bit of a waste. I should be really heading to my location now. I'm ready to go. And I should be getting the game moving and in play. That thing, I'm telling you, just seems to know. Look at, see how it flies? It knows. It's going to start dive bombing my creatures and stealing their meat. You know, it knows. It just, look at, it just keeps coming and coming and coming. That's it's already dive bombing my creatures, right? Fucking thing. Ah! Okay, what do we got here? And now, because he's dive bombing my creatures, I mean, even for me to go over to the raft and everything, I think I should be able to, it should be no problem. But what's going to be difficult is getting this Lystra over there. I don't think I can pick up a Lystra. So he's just going to start taking berries and taking the meat and everything from those creatures. Now, I don't know if he's starting to take from my pestle, sorry. I hope not. I really haven't paid too much attention to that. Okay, one more shot. Should be able to go. And he's kind of moving away, so maybe I'll get lucky and I can bring this boy over. Okay, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Go. Come on. Let's get some thatch. Why not? No, one more. Let's get some thatch and wood and stuff. I'm really not getting very much, but well enough for that thing to get available. Let's pick up a little bit here. Thatch is always needed. Where I'm going is a little bit scarce for some of those resources. Like, okay, so let's go. Actually, let's get this boy. Follow me real close. I do need some stone. I know for sure. Come up on here. I know you want to come. There we go. Thank you. So everything on neutral, everything. How much meat did he steal off of this? Not too bad. I think they're stealing mostly from this, right? Oh. Did he steal really from... Did he steal really from this? Only God knows what he stole from there. Okay. Alright. Do all 124 of those up. Okay, and we need some seeds. Get 3 of them. That's all we can do anyways. Alright. Just wait for this to finish. I'll make it come over there so that we don't do more. So now what we're looking is, again, we're always looking out for opportunistic things, alright? So the opportunistic thing that we're looking for now is the Pelagornis, which I prefer over the Pterodon. Just because I can land on the water if I'm running out. It can harvest polymer, although that's not such an issue on Ragnarok now when you go to the... so that's interesting. I've got to go all the way around the dangerous swamp. There are some opportunistic things in there. This is a bad spawn. I should have spawned at another one way over there. This is really bad. Okay, this is going to be a problem. It's just going to add a lot of time and problem to this process. So there's an Archelon. That's actually a really nice thing to get. Very easy to get. But not if you've got all of these and you don't have a taming pen or someplace to kind of lure it into. Look at all these megalodons just like I'm kind of thinking, hopefully they don't knock off my parasaur. Look at me. Oh, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh, I've got this. Oh no, this is going to be so hard to do. Because there's all kinds of... There's a terror bird. Now that might be a nice mount to get to as well. Remember I said I need a carnivore over there, right? But I gotta settle for a terror bird. Okay, let me just see what we got. Now we're getting into hardcore, so we got to make sure we don't make a bad decision. Fabricator is getting ready because it's going to be a really super dangerous. I got a long travel here because I picked the bad. I think what happened is in the hardcore it kind of removes some of my spawn points for whatever reason. I think that's what happened. I thought, because normally this is where I spawn. Either that or this one spawns here or way over there. Like this may be just a really bad spawn. I mean, I'm not quite sure. But what we got to do is, I do have some ceilings that I've made up now. Just put a little bit of distance between the front here. Right? So that if I run into anything, I'm just going to put this guy over here. Okay, so now what I'm looking for is, I'm going to show you what's going to happen here. So I just want to make sure I get all the berries on this creature. Except for the narcs. There's a Rex there. Don't know what level that's at. He might be coming towards us a little bit farther right here. Yeah, he wants me. Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. Now that's a real easy tame too as well. Okay, they all want. I'm in a dangerous spot now where everything's gonna want. That little terror, look at that guy. He just won't give up. Look at what a little bugger. Aren't you a little bugger? Fine. Okay, so let's think about what we got here. Alright, so I just want to make sure I get everything kind of put in here. Okay, and I want my... Alright, so what don't I need in here? I could probably afford... I probably could afford to put those away and put this on here and put those in here. Yeah. Okay, so we're all set. We got food. We don't have a problem with starvation. Now we get on our journey. Okay, here we go. Now, what's good about this, which may be advantageous, I hope they can get across here without the leads coming across, because the leads comes across, I am really in trouble. I'm fucked totally if the leads comes across. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna make it. I think there's a leads here. Okay, so this, what's advantageous here is that I can go for some chitin, which I need for my pterodon. So I could go, there may be some, I might be able to go for some scorpions here. Now there is some tames that are really beneficial in here, but I wouldn't dare try to get some of those. Just because the danger for getting killed is just insane. Alright. Let's see what we got here. It's going to be a long trip around this. There's all kinds of capos and all kinds of stuff that could really, really wreck me up bad. So I want to stay here, but I want to be very careful I don't pick up a leads, which is the big, huge whalefish. Because if I pick up that whalefish, it's going to be a real problem. Now, I do have a bit of a guardian in the pterodon, and they're a dime a dozen, especially later on. I could sacrifice them to help protect, I think, something that does attack me. It's just that they're not very efficient. They kind of spiral around, and they don't really... I'd be dead by the creature before it would do any damage to the creature, so they're not effective. RGs are much more effective, and I will be getting those fairly soon. So now there is... I mean, I could go with babies and stuff here too, right? It's just okay, there's got to be a lead in here somewhere. That I've gone this far in this deep ocean without seeing the leads is incredible. I've got to see them out here. There's got to be something preventing me. Now, it could be also that I've had some trouble with rafts getting around past areas. I might not be able to get past this area around the back here, which will really pose a problem for me. I'd have to run to where the blockage is, past the blockage. So let's see what we got here. Now, I mean, I could extend my play and play really safely, and, I mean, set up a bit of a base on here and get a Baryonyx and some, like, they're fairly easy to get and trap. I mean, I could do that, because I do need a carnivore. I mean, maybe I stop here, build up a bit of a base and get a Baryonyx. I mean, I am in an opportunistic journey here through
baryonyx land. It's just that I mean, they can get me in the water. They're tough to get, but I might be able to get them. I mean, if I see a, I mean, I'm not going to get a crystal. Maybe there's crystal here too, right? There is some opportunistic stuff here in the swamp. The swamp's a good place to go to get some good creatures. The Deinosuchus is really easy to tame as well. You have to be careful as long as you're running around. Pretty good. I need a flyer to hop on though, like a griffin or something before I probably try a Deinosuchus because they can kind of almost outrun you, and they don't. Their aggro stays on you for quite a while. I don't want to go under the shoulder because there's just way too much shit going on. I don't see it, but once I get there, it's going to start spawning, and I'm going to be in trouble. So I want to get around. I want to just stay focused, I guess. A Carno's easy to tame. They're slow. Can trap them real easy. Take them down real easy. Feed them real easy. They're in hardcore. I got to be very careful. I can't make a mistake, right? So Carno's pretty safe bet, and it's a pretty good, like a good high-level Carno, which I should be able to find. Take down Rexes and all kinds of stuff really effectively, and they move pretty quickly too as well. They may not fare too well against a Aloe, but Aloes are too fast, too aggressive, too difficult. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here, and this is just really a water travel exercise now. So I'll pick it back up. Let's pick this back up on the flip-flop here. Okay, so I'm just going to stop it here and end this first series here. Again, like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Leave a comment if you think there's anything that you think interesting or something that you would do differently. Just put that in there. Also tell me that where your favorite spawn places are in hardcore, where you would go in Ragnarok, where you think is the best hardcore stuff. Now remember, uh, I I mean, you can always move your base around. People, you can move your bases around and just do some satellite bases until you find and end up at your good spot. But I like to challenge myself and go to my good spot, which I think is the best spot in Ragnarok from the start. I just got a bad spawn here. Normally, I don't like to beat over a blue ob. I like to beat green ob. Okay, so if you find that there's a better spot that you like and the reason why, leave a comment. Again, you have a great day.